Hey everyone, it's Alina from Agency 94, where we help authors, speakers, and thought leaders create consistent content so that you can grow your business and find new clients while establishing your authority online. And today I wanted to talk about creating your unique coaching method. So, this is something that I've noticed that my more established clients can benefit from, but they might not have the time to sit down and think about it and actually systematize it. And it's also something important for any of my newer clients who are just starting out. And if you can get started out in the gates with this in mind, I think it might open up a lot of people's eyes as to what are the sorts of pieces of the puzzle that you need to be aware of and to build so that you can really establish a lot of authority in your new business or as you're looking to grow your influence. And so, for example, if you are starting to use your book as a lead generator to get more consulting clients, that is already a huge step for you. How can you translate the concepts in your book into a systematized process that you take to your consulting clients, or if you don't have a book yet, what are the sorts of analysis that you go through with your coaching clients? What is the framework that you use? Whether you are using pieces of other people's that, you'll say, well, one time I read this book by this author and he mentions this very important part, and then I pieced it together with this one. How are you putting all of that information in your experience into your own method? And obviously, one thing that I hate to see is when you hear regurgitated information, you know where it came from the first time, and then someone new doesn't cite it. I think it is a disservice if you have that information and it can benefit your client and you don't tell them just because it's not your idea, but tell them and cite the source. And I think that only, builds transparency and trust in your credibility, because it's saying you're not only looking to yourself for the answers, but you have the curiosity and, the desire to seek the best solutions. And so you're piecing together everyone's information. And that is what's very beneficial to your clients. So you don't want to take other people's advice and rip it off, especially if you don't even try to make it your own at all. That's not creative. That's not being genuine. But it's okay to take those pieces of information and make your own puzzle that can benefit your clients, right? If you're saying, I learned this, and this is my experience, and now how am I going to translate that to you, my new client? That is your method. That is your unique selling proposition, is it not? Right? And so I see a lot of my more established clients where they might even be hesitant to think, I don't even really have my own method because I'm just so busy going through all these consultations. But you need to keep your eye out, because you do. And you think just because you didn't write it, it's not your method. But like I said, again, you're piecing together these pieces of information. That is your experience. That is your knowledge. And that is where I think the curse of knowledge blocks you from building your authority, because you're thinking, oh, everyone knows this, or somebody else already said it, so I'm not going to explain it, or I can't talk about it. No, you need to bring yourself down to, the understanding level of your new client, where they're actually, paying you to learn what you've learned. So don't feel ashamed, or you don't feel like you don't have your own method, because you do. And if you're just starting out, this is something that you can think about going forward and think, in my coaching business as a speaker or an author or a thought leader, what is my framework? What are the pieces that I've used in my own life, and how can I start to keep track of those measurements? What knowledge am I taking to my consultation, where I'm assessing where they are now? How are we applying this knowledge to them? And then how are we measuring the results, right? Because that is the whole coaching and consulting flow, right? And so then at the end, once you get your results and you're capturing those testimonials, and then you're building your authority by putting it out there and building social proof to attract new clients, right? And so I just wanted to talk about that today because I think there's two sides of that coin, where you might know so much where you're forgetting to share all the information that you know to help people, or you feel like you don't have enough of your own, but everybody does. It's important to observe the information and the trends in your consultation so that you can start to create your own coaching method, right? And this becomes your USP, your unique selling proposition. And eventually, maybe you might need to get it trademarked, And so this is how you can really start building your brand. Again, my name is Elena Bond with Agency 94. I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it below. And if you're watching on YouTube, please go ahead and give this video a like if you enjoyed it, because I'm just starting out. This is really for my clients, but if you're on YouTube, I would appreciate it. If you could share with a friend who might also benefit from it, I would love that as well. Anyways, thanks for listening. Hope you have a great day.